Oregon's winter weather is something like a roller coaster ride. That is, dark gray clouds followed by brilliant sunshine. Give it 5 minutes, we like to say, and the weather, it will certainly change. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And whether it's rainy or sunny, you're going to love this week's getaway as we travel to the Oregon coast to discover that any time is a fine time for winter storm watching.
The waves are, if you get it just right there, like that, look at the waves with the breakers, with the wind whipping that wave back.
As winter surf floods and ebbs, beachcombers wander, seeking secrets from the tides. Don Best uses a camera to find the secrets that many miss.
Sometimes it takes quite a few pictures in order to get the right one.
Longtime local has a passion for pulling out the best in a winter scene, and his photos prove it.
A lot of dynamic action, a lot of wave movement, a lot of breakers, a lot of big hitting the rocks, all the splashes. Shooting breakers and wind and all that stuff is exciting.
Even on a day this nice, when sparkling sunshine clears away the dreary gray, a powerful east wind stirs up a show.
That's a good one.
Best says when the east wind blasts the surf, it's called spindrift, or King Neptune's horses.
It blows the tops of the breakers back, and I've even shot some with rainbows in them. You get them on the right angle, and you can get a rainbow in the breaker, too.
His family photo collection of stormy moments reaches back nearly a century, when winter wasn't so nice. 1915, shortly after the Tillamook North Jetty was built, and the community of Barview was nearly wiped out.
An escape route, where to run when the breaker comes in. That's what I do.
The ocean dumps all this driftwood up on our shores.
Oregon State Park's Robert Smith says safety is critical when you head to the beach in winter, starting with the logs that are washed ashore. Just 5 inches of water can move a 5-ton log.
It's a big, powerful ocean out there that we've come to enjoy, and we enjoy looking at that power. And it's that very power that draws us to see it, but it is also that very, very power that can be very dangerous. One of these logs can be turned into a weapon.
He adds jetties seem inviting because they give you a front row seat, but stay in your car. Don't walk out.
They're designed for safe shipping traffic. They're not designed for pedestrian use. Those rocks, as large as they are, they shift. There can be caverns and sinkholes out there that you would never see. You've got poor footing, slippery, and it's just a recipe for disaster.
Even popular hiking trails shouldn't be taken for granted.
The amount of water and rain we get here, the amount of sea spray, we get a lot of erosion on our trails. It's important that when you go out hiking that you use caution.
Smith says beach waysides offer quite a show, but his favorites are high vantage points like Cape Mears or Hasita Head.
A little higher up, a little further away is always a little better, and it's definitely safer. You get a bird's eye view of the power of the ocean, and probably the premier location for storm watching on the Oregon coast would be Shoreacre State Park. It's amazing, simply amazing.
Usually it'll be a single couple or a couple of couples, and we can sort of decide on what people want to see and what they want to do, depending on how active they want to be as part of the tour.
You might also leave the driving to someone else, like Dave POSALSKI.
Definitely a windy day.
Darren Gooch and Patricia Murphy joined Dave's Oregon Storm Tour because it's a safe and educational option if you're not sure where to go.
From here you can see Mount St. Helens off in the distance there, and you can also pick up the Astoria-Megler Bridge. We're the least touristy tour that anybody's ever been on. I like to put people into the situation in a safe way. You know, when you have the storms, they can be dangerous if you're right down by the water, but there's definitely safe ways of being able to enjoy it and experience the wind and feel just how powerful the winds can be during storms down here. David's tours stop at many North Coast sites, but the Columbia River South Jetty Viewing Tower is a favorite. This viewing tower is just a nice, safe place you can be, but still be able to see it. I always heard when I was younger from my science teachers, whether it's cold or whether it's hot, there will be weather, whether or not. And so there's always, always something exciting, and the wind is fantastic with all the beach grass and stuff blowing. Don Best agrees and adds that when you make time to explore the Oregon coast in winter, bring a camera to capture the drama.
It's exciting. It's fun to shoot those and capture that moment. You're looking for that ooh-ah shot. Sometimes you have to shoot maybe 100 shots to get it, but you can get an ooh-ah shot.
Those ooh-ah shots of Don Bess are easy to come by any time along the Oregon coast this winter, but be sure to keep safety at the top of your list. And to that end, we have all the details, directions, and even some helpful tips about staying safe along the coast right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.